Hello, Aya here, Divine Healing and Truth. Today, I'm going to bring you a message from the healing guides, from the healing spirits. After I did that full moon reading, Spirit moved me to do a healing reading. Like I've been getting a lot of energy of um, just feeling, a lot of Dark Night of the Souls, a lot of sadness, some frustration, some impatientness, some, um, you know, uh, also feeling some rebirth, though, also feeling some rebirth, also feeling um, just some unsettledness, right? Just uncertainty, too. So, I'm going to do a reading for the collective again, and this is going to be a healing spirit reading. So we're going to just tap into the spirits and see what is saying about the healing that's going on out there, because a lot of us are healing right now. A lot of us in the collective, we are shifting, we are ascending, we are awakening, and when we do that, we go through this whole process, of our enlightenment, then our tower, and then, when that tower happens, we have so many questions and so many feelings, and change can be uneasy and uncomfortable. But I want you to know that spirit, is with you and guiding you and want you to trust them, for this process because this process is not easy and it's nothing that you're going to be able to do on your own. So let's tap in and let's go ahead and see what Divine Spirit has to say. I'm surrounded by pure white light. Only good comes to me. Only that which is for my highest and best good manifests through me. I seek divine order, divine wisdom, and divine guidance. I give thanks always. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. All right, let's get tapped in. Okay. Spirit, what do we have for the collective when it comes to healing, Divine Spirit? What do we have for the collective when it comes to healing, Divine Spirit? What do we have for the collective when it comes to this? Ooh, pop out at me. That one was sideways, and I'm going to leave it sideways. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for the collective when it comes to their healing? I'm going to leave that right there, and I'm going to flip it over when we're done. What else do you have, Divine Spirit, for the collective when it comes to healing? What else do we have? All right. Let's go ahead and let's take a look and see here what we have. All right. What did I just say? Perfect. Oh, in the reverse. Oh, look at that. Okay, so, and this was, yeah, this is actually sideways. I'm sorry. It wasn't in reverse, it was sideways. Okay, so we have, let's see, can you see these cards? So sorry about that. Let me move them over some. Okay, we have, you have the ability to affect your own destiny. In sideways, we have lost but never alone. And also in the sideways, to overcome, you first have to climb. So again, like I was saying, I feel like some of us, we feel that we are going through this by ourselves. We feel like we are taking on a lot. And so I'm going to speak a little bit about, my journey. Um, just to, give you guys a few, like, just to, give you some ideas to, like, what I went through, and maybe it helps someone. But when I started my spirituality, I definitely lost friends, right? I definitely lost friends, family, and not all, but some. And some that were key to me. And I didn't understand why until I went through my dark night of the soul, and I end up, having more clarity, and my third eye started really awakening and opening and being balanced, and I started to see why. And I saw what those relationships were um based upon. And so it helped me to understand where I was going and why the separation was needed. And that is where spirit is saying you are lost, but you're not alone. Like, you're never alone. Divine Spirit is here with you. And even though sometimes we feel alone because we're going through this thing by ourselves, for most of us, we have purpose. We have a goal. We have things that we have to do in a collective to shift the collective. And in order to do that, we have to be able to understand who we are, understand what our power is, and understand how to take back our power too from those who no longer serves us. And that can be very, very alone, because of the separation, because you need to take time to go into that hermit mode to see exactly what you need to see. So I definitely understand, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of that right now, from the collective. And it's time for some of us to just take that first step. Some of us, we are, getting past our dark night of the soul. Some of us, we are like on and ready to just embrace, our destiny. And you have to just go ahead and take that first step into doing that. That's also a key part of healing, because you are trusting, you're taking that first step to say, I'm going to trust the divine. I'm going to align with my spirit team. I'm going to, know that this is for my highest good and that they have your back. Like, they have your back, you know. So let's see what else spirit is saying. Let's see. What else do we have, divine spirit? What else do we have, divine spirit, when it comes to healing for the collective? What else do we have when it comes to healing for the collective, divine spirit? What else do we have? Not sure. Stand. Send out to help. Send out help to others. Oh my goodness, I love this, right? I love that bottom of the deck. And this one came out sideways. It's time to move forward. I told you, it's time. It's time to take that leap. And some of us, we are uncertain. We are uncertain if we are in the right, if we're on the right path, if we're doing the right thing, if we are, following the right steps. Some of us are wondering if we are, through all of the changes that's been going on, like, am I still, is this still my path? Is this still my calling? Is this still the thing for me? And some of us, we are stepping into it with understanding and with knowing, and we're just like, okay, this is really out my comfort zone. Okay. So this is really out of my comfort zone. To give you a bit about me, when I became a Yonifa and I first found out my calling, I have been on my spiritual journey for about 5 years straight. Okay, I'm 10 years off and on, but 5 years consistently straight. And when I knew what I wanted to do, I knew it was like, once you're enlightened and you're awakened, it's no going back. It's no going back. But when I found what my calling was as a Yonifa, I was like, that is not what that's not what I thought. And it's like that sometimes, right? And it's where, again, you have to trust the divine. You have to know that you're not alone. You have to take that first step, and you have to just do it. Like, you just, like Nike say, just do it. It is time to move forward. It is time for us as the collective to move forward and do what we need to do. And I love this one. Send out for help to others. call out to your team, pray, do your, start sending out your affirmations, start, doing your manifestations, start, doing these with the understanding of I know, I am, I love, I feel, I think, because therefore it will be. And understand that, have that confidence, and understand that the divine is here to help. They're saying they're here to help. Um, they are really, really, wanting you to lean on them, ask them for help, because most of us connect to our ancestors and our team, and we connect when, we're going through some things, or when we are needing, to ask for things, but most importantly, when we have triumphs that we have overcome and we are giving gratitude. So all of that plays a part, asking for help, giving gratitude, and understanding that they have your back, that they are here, they're here for you. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have? Divine Spirit. What else do we have, Divine Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? And when it comes to healing, Divine Spirit, what does the healing spirit have for us? What does the healing spirit have? What do they have? All right. Thank you. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. See? Oh, I can't make it up. Yes. Like some of you are seers, some of you are diviners, some of you are healers, some of you are powerful manifestors. Some of you, I feel, I'm getting that you are um, stepping into your phoenix, like stepping into your emperor, your empress, your high priestess, going through your phoenix, your hierophant, and as such, it comes with certain things, and most of us is like, okay, I'm looking for that abundance. I'm looking for, you know, will I become abundant too? Not just looking for, but will I be abundant in doing this? Will I be able to take the risk and take the first step in doing this? And Spirit is, I feel, is saying that it's what you have now. It's showing them what you're going to do with what you have now before you're giving much. Like, so um it's the saying of, and I'm sorry if I feel like I'm all over the place, you guys, but it's like I'm trying to get it out. It's like, you know, um, what will you do with what, like, if you, okay, so like, just here's an example. I have a older model car, but I really want a new car. And in doing so, I'm praying and I'm manifesting for this new car, but I'm not really being or showing that older model car gratitude that I have in order to make room for something bigger and better. Does that make sense? So I feel like this is what Spirit is telling a lot of us, that yes, abundance is here and abundance is coming for some of us in divine timing, but it's also what you do with what you have now. It's also what you will do with what you have been given and blessed with now, right? Um, I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What else do we have, Divine Spirit? What else do we have for the collective, Divine Spirit? What else do we have for the collective, Divine Spirit? I feel heavy. I feel like someone is like really heavy hearted right now. I feel anxious right now. I'm feeling a lot of that right now. This is the perfect time. Again, Spirit is just saying this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time. You are now in, like, some of you are where you need to be. You may not feel that you are, but Spirit is saying, Divine Spirit is saying you are where you need to be, to go ahead and do what you need to do. Just understand that and know that, right? This is awesome. I love this. What else do we have, Divine Spirit? What else do we have, Divine Spirit? For the collective. What else do we have for the collective, Divine Spirit? Oh, I'll share. I'll share. All right. Be like your spirit guide. Be like your spirit guide. I was getting that. It's always okay to ask for guidance when it's unclear. So as you can see, the theme here to what Divine Spirit is saying is the same thing, right? It's I move some of these down. They want you to ask. Some of you are unsure, and unclear. Ask. Ask and it shall be given unto you, right? You already sought, you already seek, you already sought out. Seeking you shall find. But now it's time for you to ask, and it shall be given unto you. Divine spirits want you to depend on them. They want you to ask. They want you to go ahead and trust and ask, and I'm telling you, some of you are powerful manifestors, and in asking, it will come into fruition. Be like your spirit guide. Most of you, need to align. You need to align. Again, I was saying that you need to align with your spirit team. And be one with them and understand them. Some of you work with deities, some of you work with just ancestors, some of you work with both. And for those who do, understand your guides, understand your angel guides. For those of you in Ifa, understand your Orishas. For those of you in Voodoo, those of you in Hoodoo, those of you and various, aspects of the diaspora that you are going through, understand what your guides are, your loas, understand them, understand who they are, understand how you to connect, right? How you to align. Many of you can read a flame. And if you can read the flame when you're talking to them, read that flame, understand that. Many of you can, meditate and hear. And, once you do that, meditation is definitely key, right? Meditation is definitely key. And that's something that I even had to learn myself. And so when you do that, you tend to hear and you tend to seek clarity so that you can be aligned. So some of the things, I feel as the divine spirit is saying is just, asking for that connection, that deeper, alignment, that deeper shift, asking for help in whatever it is that you are needing help with, any obstacles, any road blockages, anything like that. So yeah, this seems to be the theme here. Let's get one last pull. Let's get one last pull in here. Yeah. I'm telling you, I really feel it. I feel heavy. I feel heavy. I feel anxious, I feel like a lot of you are anxious to really step in and get connected. That's what I'm feeling. I really get a lot of that right now as I'm doing this reading. Divine Spirit, what are final messages you have for the collective when it comes to healing? What are the final messages you have, Divine Spirit? Any final messages you have, Divine Spirit? Any final messages you have? Last round, Divine Spirit. Any final messages? Alright, I'll share. Heal yourself, heal the world. That was at the bottom of the deck. So I hope this have helped some people. I really hope that this have, given you a deeper understanding as to like the shift that you're feeling, because as we are in the collective, we're feeling each other, like we're feeling this great shift. And you're feeling the projections of what's going on in the collective. So understand, like, you're not alone. You're not alone. Ask for help. Some of you have really great groups, your soul groups that you're a part of, and that's great. That is awesome to have during this time. So really align with your spirit team. Take the time out to really appreciate what you have. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I can't give it enough. And use the things that you have to do the things that you need to do. Spirit, I ask that you allow the collective and that you be with them, and that you will allow them to see what they need to see, hear what they need to hear, so that they may do what they need to do and have the courage in which to do it, to take the first step. Okay, my loves, until next time, I say Ashe. And if you have any questions, concerns, if you want to hear more, want any personal readings, please reach out to me in the comments, and I definitely will hit you back. All right, thanks.